Thought we would bring in an expert. We have Caroline Gibbs, who is here, who is director of an institute here that is helping people with transgender and representing people with transgender who are transgender. Tell us about your institute and the services you offer.
Absolutely. Our service, the Transgender Institute, has been in existence for 16 years. We serve exclusively the transgender population. We do many sorts of things, helping people to transition from one gender or one sex, rather, to another. We have a prison project, our interesting new project, where we go into the prisons and we help those incarcerated get started on their transitions.
Let's talk about transgender, because there are some who are confused. The difference between transgender and gender identity, kind of clear that up for us, and then we're going to get into the bathroom issue.
Absolutely. Transgender is an umbrella term, we might say. It includes cross-dressers, drag queens, drag kings. Maybe some people are not familiar with that term. And also transsexual people. So that's the umbrella term of transgender. Transgender identity is that sense we have inside of ourselves that we are a man, a woman, a boy, or a girl.
Now, one of the concerns people have is we're talking about bathroom use in schools and students who believe at that young age, elementary, middle school, high school, that they are transgender. How can a student younger understand that that's their identity, that that's who they believe they are?
It's such a fascinating question. If we had not seen it ourselves in our practice, we simply wouldn't have believed it. Very young children, the ages of 3 and 4, don't have the verbiage to describe transgender, but they know that somehow their bodies don't fit them. We don't understand how they know that, but they do in fact. One little child said to me, "I told Mommy, I'm a girl inside. You know I'm a girl inside." And she was almost 4. There are youngsters who will mutilate the lower parts of their bodies because they are so unhappy with their bodies.
So let's get into the bathroom debate. I want to read a statement from one of the senators from Missouri, Senator Ed Emery, who sponsored the bathroom bill in Missouri. We now have genders that no longer align with physiology and science and biology. They are subjective. But Senate Bill 98 says that we still have the same responsibility to every student, whether they are the 1% or the 99%, to continue the separation of genders in stages of undress. So again, Missouri and Kansas looking at bills so that the birth certificate gender is where that student has to go to the bathroom.
Right.
So they're thinking protection of the students in the bathroom.
Understood. Unfortunately, what the senator is saying, he is confounding biology, sex, with gender, and this is done with all respect to him. Biology is the chromosomes, the hormones, the secondary characteristics of sex, the lower part of the body, and sex itself, or sexual identity, one would say, gender identity, exists in the brain, as we spoke about before.
Now, you're saying this is really hurtful to transgender young people.
Absolutely. They feel as though they're second-class citizens. My mind was cast back in preparation for this interview to the civil rights movement, the Black civil rights movement, long ago. When I was a child, I saw the fountains that said colored and white. These were second-class citizens. And I don't want to see transgender children or teens become second-class citizens.
All right, we've got to go. Thank you so much for coming and really shedding a light on a lot of misconceptions about transgender. That debate continues. You have a website that we will show here on our screen here in a minute, and let people know exactly where they can go if they want to get some help. Thanks so much for being here
You're
and
welcome.
coming, Caroline.
Thank you.